Hi guys, I'm Hex Trojan, and welcome to episode 2 now of my second series, my survival series of Space Engineers. I do apologise beforehand. The nature of starting a survival game is such that we do have to get things up and running, and it can be a bit tiresome with regard to the base and having everything the way we like it. So where we've left off last time is we had a bit of a hunt around, looking for the necessary things just to join these up. But now that I've joined them up with these connections, I can actually now salvage these back because these are now part of the same structure. As you can see, I've joined them here. So I can remove these. Hopefully it all stays together where I've attached it. Yeah, grand. So I'll just do that. 1, 2, and we're happy. There we go. Starting to wonder if now doing the extra dark shadows was a good idea. I'm actually finding it quite difficult myself to see what I'm doing, but and it appeared when I was watching the video back on YouTube of the first episode that there may have been a bit of pixelation where the shadows were obviously blurring the definitions of the colours, and like especially with regards to black and then being illuminated by the light, it just looked a bit funny. So hopefully that was just a one-off, and we won't be experiencing that again. What I've started to do here is I've started to etch away a bit into the rock. I want to get some sort of passage now going through into here. I may, in order to do that, extend my gravity field out sideways so that it'll just make the gathering materials easier, and it gets a bit tiresome floating around jetpack. My arms flapping about. Right, so let's do that first. Seems it's fresh in my mind. Quickly double check something. I do apologise. There we go. So gravity generator, field width, I imagine. Depth, acceleration. Right, the acceleration doesn't need to be 1. It just needs to be enough to pull things downwards. 0.5 halves our usage, and that means we can bring this up considerably. I'd say 130 is more than plenty for now. Let's come out of there. Right, so as you can see, the ship is now not a ship, it is now part of what we're going to call our starting platform. A bit of light here, a bit of light there. Hopefully it's enough for everyone to see what's going on. Right, and let's get ready to do some... Oh, I did not mean to do that. Field width. Something is not entirely right there. I just may have to view my fields, of gravity fields. So I'm just quickly go in there to info, show gravity range. I don't know if that's going to show me that now. No, I need an antenna for it to show me that. So what I need to do is try and bring the width back down. Maybe it's depth I want. It's not height. It is quite possibly depth then. 20 meters will probably cover just about the width of the ship, so it must be that. Let's get you upsy daisy. There we go. 138. I think we may have solved that particular little issue, and we did. Good. Right. I want the line from what's going to be a doorway here to go straight through to here. Straight shot. Right, let's crack on. There's iron in front of me, so we want to try and get towards that. And let's aim for that iron. Oh, to go up and down a bit to make the hole big enough for me to walk through, but I don't want to try and keep as much of a straight line. As you can see, I've already gone off on a bit of a bend there. Let me do this. There we go. The idea being that I want to eventually, what my inventory's for is get into a position where I can have a fairly secure subterranean base and not be worried too much about threats on the outside. Which reminds me, let me double check, I do have friends available to join. It is unfortunately that time of the day where I will not probably be having too many people join the game, but you never know. Loads of lovely stone. That's our stuff that we got from the merge blocks, so we'll slowly but surely be gathering up our resources. Let's level this out a bit. What I may do is just move all that stone and gravel into the connector, which is still on the bottom of this, and just eject it because it's annoying. I'm pretty sure there is some things you can use it for, but I've never actually used it for anything myself, so not to say it's completely useless, I doubt that. What are you? Oh, iron. Looks a bit different there to me. Must be just the light situation. Of course, like I said, what I'm going to do is get it so that the platform comes inside. So I'll build a corridor in, much as you've seen in probably other survival videos. Give me a chance to get down here and clear this bit area out as well. There you are. I need to get some steel plates. It's a bit frustrating having to keep my lights on, but we have some iron anyway, which is good. That gravel is up here now, and of course as the iron is processed it will be brought up to here as well. Small, oh no, I've changed it back to small cargo container, so it won't sort the ingots. Right, so what did I say I was going to, iron plates, steel plates, sorry. So let's see if we can get our first block, just to get us get some momentum. And no, we can't. This is the frustrating part for me, is having to clear. And I did almost forget I can hold the right trigger to do this now. So let's do that. Right, I'm on the level I want to be on. Let's get a bit of. Oh, this is iron, so I don't want to waste this. I'll harvest this, or mine this even as I go. Harvest? I can call it harvesting iron, can't I? I think so. Let's see, why not? That's better. We'll have plenty of iron anyway. I know on the other hole in the first episode that I dug just past this platform across on this same asteroid here, I know there was a large deposit of uranium, so we must remember that's there. I am an awful habit of forgetting. Only for the fact I'm recording and can watch back. So, quite handy. We might do is have some sort of... No, I'm going to stick to what I said I was going to do and keep coming through. Oh, God bless survival. It's very dark all of a sudden, almost like the light's gone off behind me. That should be sufficient. My health is low, let me just fix that. It might bug some people. It'll bug me if I get twatted by a rock and die. So, right, let's start targeting away at this. There we go. Just to make it look a bit tidier. Unless I decide to put some sort of station wall in here, the rock is not such a bad feature. Rock, stone, tidy. Yep. The refinery appears to be going quite slow. I wonder how much. I have plenty of uranium at the moment. Let me just double check how many days I have. One day. I don't think that's entirely accurate, but we'll go with that for now. Let's try and give this a bit more of a structure. And then I can maybe get some more lights up and stuff. Obviously I have to remove these thrusters now, which is what I might do quickly, because they are using... Oh, actually I don't think they are using power, but they will definitely have components that I will find very useful. Oopsie daisy. Am I right in thinking that there was steel plates here just a moment ago? And they have gone walkies. It's either that or ah, there they are. I honestly thought I was going crazy there for a second. There we go. Nice, let's get this one. We'll try and do this to all the thrusters if we can. Oh, that's enough. So you can see we're getting plenty of thrust components. Yeah. Just to lighten the load a bit of all these steel plates I'll be carrying. Not sure entirely what's causing the game to freeze like that. No one joined the game as far as I'm aware. No. That's fairly useless as well. Let's get another one here. I think that will be far enough for that. That's where I might then come up along there. So as always guys as well, I always looking for suggestions and ideas and concepts might be able to incorporate. Doesn't matter how complicated the idea is, the more complicated the better, because it makes me try and think of ways to make it work, and you might try things that you otherwise might never have tried before. It's all well and good using tried and tested methods, but it's always more fun to try something different, and no matter how complicated the idea is, like you might have a suggestion for a particular mechanism, let's say, but you wouldn't know entirely or be completely sure of how it would work or if it would work at all. That doesn't matter. It's ideas like that and the challenge of things like that make you try these things. So I would definitely like to have some suggestions, and might help me with my ideas as well, to be completely honest. So, oh, naughty rock, get out the way. I don't know why I'm using the left trigger, it's just causing mess that I have to inevitably pick up. Well, we need some steel plates there, so let's get about 1,000 if we can. While we're at it, we'll take those, transfer them with the other ones. We'll take 100 for now while it's building those ones. It's not going to get me very far, but it's good enough for now. And of course what I'm laying down right now is just the basic shape. It's going to change an awful lot, as we've seen before. Ideas completely change and could be completely different by the time I finish with it. But I need to get started and keep moving forward, otherwise I'll just, oh, well, I won't get anywhere. Just as many now, so and another reason why I'd like to have some sort of enclosed structure up and running is lighting issue, because obviously it can be a bit tiresome on the eyes out here in the cold dark. Also, what I'd like to do in this particular episode is instead of like being completely obvious and having this sort of docking area for any ships here, what is that? Attached. I don't know what that is. Anyway, let's fix what I might have damaged here. So anyway, like I was saying, instead of having any docking area like here, where you'd imagine it to be on the external of the asteroid, what I'd like to do is have a separate docking area, just like a docking base, somewhere separate off with a tunnel then that leads into the main base. That might cause me problems with regards to security anyway, but it's just something I'd like to do instead of doing things obviously, and then whenever you try something you always end up with the same standard sort of thing. Try something different this time round. I don't imagine we have very many steel plates left. Probably less than 500. Yeah. Right, well, it's starting to take some sort of shape, something we can work with anyway. Once we have the basic shape, then we can start doing the exciting stuff, like having some sort of ships built, captured maybe, hopefully. Ah, right. What I may have to do is put a block back there, so... and of course then cover the top of this up again. Maybe keep that upper floor as a feature, so you can, it's not just you walk in and everything's all on the same level. We have a bit of a nice feature to the structure. Might separate out this medical bay into its own area. And maybe have some connections coming out so I can access resources closer into the base as it develops. With plenty of construction components that will come in handy for lighting. Which reminds me, I might have to put another light up soon. This area seems pretty dark over here, so I may put one up here. In fact, less talk, more do. That's unusual. It's appearing on that side, but it's not appearing on this side. Is there damage to that side? Yeah, look, it was warped slightly, but just enough to cover the light. So we're going to look for the corners that are, as you can see, fairly dark. It looks like I'm underestimating exactly how many lights I'm going to need, because it's looking fairly desperate how dark it is. It's literally one space between. Obviously I didn't realise at first because I have my lights on all the time, but no, my suit lights. One there, but one there. Wow, it's a lot of wall space. One there. So let's get those. Luckily it's only one component per light, which is handy. So let's see how that looks. Well, that's kind of cool. Got little lights up there as well. That means we're going to need one. I can either have one there or one up there. It seems we have a little sort of a theme going on here. We may as well do that. And obviously then leading into the base. Or maybe not so obviously, but that's what I'm going to plan to do, is get at least this part of the wall up to here, and then maybe even a light on both sides of it, so there's light shining down the tunnel as well as just there. So let me clear this area out here. Hopefully that won't prevent the light from being built there. That still is covering a bit of the... Is there one way to find out? I can't have any of this touching even the empty space of the construction square, as you can see around that. But the rock doesn't seem to bother it, so we can do that. And have one here as well. Lovely. There we go, so now we have light in there, light shining down there. It looked like a dark and scary hole. Oh, Keith has joined. Very good. Very good, Mr. Keith. Unfortunately, he's joined a bit late, so I'm going to let him do what he does best off camera. In the meantime, I'm going to charge my suit. I'm going to say thank you for watching. If you like, subscribe, and please share. Until next time in episode 3.